under perfect Minnesota skies.
We've done the tents. They were here early this morning and they put those up pretty fast.
Out on Boulevard Plaza, the tent set up for this year's 4th of July celebration will look the same as last year.
We have a pull tab tent here for the firefighters, and a bingo tent is back again this year. And then we have a beer tent on that side, and then behind me to the left we have our big beer tent, and then we have a tent for the all-school reunion.
Public Works employees have been seen dropping off equipment like these portable lighting stands.
We've been coming to Coon Rapids for this 4th of July thing since I think the 1980s when my mom and dad owned the company.
The last of the big rigs from Gopher State Expositions arrived for the carnival just after noon on Monday.
I got the measuring wheel and the paint.
Gopher State's third-generation owner, Randy Forcier, marks out the area needed for each ride. He, along with a crew of over 50 workers, will have 2 days to set up the rides, the games, and carnival food.
We're going to do a little different than we usually do here. We're going to put the Ferris wheel on the opposite end of the zipper, and we're separating the tall rides. We're going to group the kids' rides more together and put all the big rides with the whole span of Coon Rapids Boulevard.
The 4th of July celebration kicks off on Wednesday, July 2nd and runs through the 4th of July with the grand finale, the fireworks show. For a complete list of events, go to coonrapidsmn.gov/4th of July.
We're very excited about our new location.
On Tuesday afternoon, Meals on Wheels of Anoka County gathered to celebrate their new home in Coon Rapids, joined by staff and a number of volunteers. And recently, the 501c3 organization took on their new name.
Some people know us as Impact Services, and we didn't feel that that represented what we do. So we picked the name Meals on Wheels of Anoka County because we serve meals to people of Anoka County.
The nonprofit's landlord, Graphics Finishing Services, gave them a corner office space to run their operations.
Our coordinators are working out of here.
The meals are prepared off-site at the Mercy Unity campus in Fridley and brought to Coon Rapids.
We have 5 shuttles that work from Unity Hospital. When the shuttles go out, they come here. The shuttles will come distribute to another 52 people who go on routes and different areas.
They have about 800 volunteers and get help from at least 100 each week. Volunteers deliver the meals to seniors, the disabled, and veterans in need across the entire county.
We serve 400 meals a day, 5 days a week, and then on the weekends we serve 700, and those are frozen meals that they're given on Thursday or Friday.
Maybe you know a senior or someone who could use a cooked meal and a visit from a friendly volunteer. Check out the Meals on Wheels of Anoka County website at mowanoka.org.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, June 17th City Council meeting. The council received an update on the emerald ash borer situation in Coon Rapids. Of the original 6,700 boulevard ash trees that needed to be removed or treated by the city, about 1,500 remain. The goal is to complete the removal process by the end of 2026. In order to do that, the council has authorized a $550,000 loan from the revolving construction fund. Then, in 2027, funding can be dedicated to replanting new trees. The police department has been successful in receiving a grant from the U.S. Department of Justice. The grant totals nearly $13,000 and will be used to replace the portable breath test units in each squad. Many of the units are more than 15 years old and in need of repair or replacement.
Women of today believe that through us, great lessons can be learned, worthy deeds performed, and a hand of fellowship extended to millions of women everywhere.
Also at Tuesday night's meeting, the mayor read a proclamation declaring June 17th as Coon Rapids Women of Today Day in the city. The chapter has been around since 2016 and raises funds for local charities and provides informational seminars that are open to the public. Their current service project will give back to Hope for Youth. The Pack the Pantry Summer Summer Challenge is coming up on Saturday, July 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Riverdale Village. Food and hygiene items will be collected in the parking lot between the Vitamin Shop and the old JCPenney building. And that's a quick recap of the June 17th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
So we have just shy of 80 campers this year.
The Coon Rapids Ice Center played host to the 2025 Coon Rapids Safety Camp. It's 2 days packed with lessons learned on playing it safe in a fun-filled environment for boys and girls going into 4th and 5th grade.
Safety camp has become an annual tradition. I've been here with the fire department now for 25 years, and we've been doing it for my entire career, and I know it started long before I became a firefighter.
Electricity is very important, but by its nature, it's dangerous.
The campers learned about keeping away from power lines from the experts at Connexus Energy.
If you're ever in a car that gets stuck at the railroad tracks, what do? Stop. Everyone, get out.
They learned that it's never safe to get close to a train, even if it's stopped. These kinds of lessons, taught by the experts, are things young people won't soon forget. The camp counselors are made up of members of the Coon Rapids Fire Department and the Police Department who volunteer their time to make Safety Camp so special.
This is really an event that the kids get to know the police department, they get to work with the fire department, and it's one of those annual events that help us keep the kids safe and give them different ideas on that safety aspect.
It's truly a program that fits a little niche within the city.
4 days a week, kids show up to play in the afternoon in Riverview Park. It's all thanks to Rec on the Spot, the city's free supervised summer recreation program for children ages 5 to 14.
We just look to give people a 2-hour break. They can drop their kids off for 2 hours, run some errands, come back. There's no obligation for the parents to stay. And it also gives opportunities for neighborhood kids who are older and are out and active in the neighborhood to show up on their own.
Rec on the Spot is in its 6th year, providing a mobile recreation trailer full of games, sports equipment, crafts, and coloring for kids. Rec on the Spot is available 4 days a week, every Monday through Thursday. The trailer visits a different park each morning from 9:30 to 11:30 and then stops daily at Riverview Park from 12:30 to 2:30 each afternoon.
And Riverview Park has nice amenities for us. So there's a ball field that they can play on, there's a nice playground, and there's also a running water restroom facility with shelter for weather-related days.
There will be no programming the week of June 30th, while the city hosts its annual 4th of July celebration. The same staff has worked with Rec on the Spot for the 3rd straight year. They're all educators who know how to work and play with children.
The kids have really gotten to know our staff, and it's really helped our program grow.
For the latest Rec on the Spot updates, including weather cancellations, check out the city's website, coonrapidsmn.gov/community events.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Farmers Market season is here. The Coon Rapids Farmers Market, organized by the Anoka County Growers Association, opens June 18th and runs from 3 to 6 p.m. most Wednesdays through October 8th. It's located in the parking lot of the Coon Rapids Ice Center and features everything from fresh vegetables and berries to honeys and jams. Also, the Farmers Market welcomes non-produce items, cottage vendors, artists, and crafters to enhance the shopping experience. To learn more or sign up for a booth, go to coonrapidsmn.gov/farmersmarket. There are 6 special event days planned this season.
We are living in a fever, hotter than a pepper spot. We've been talking about Jackson. Ever since the fire went out, I'm going to Jackson.
Church of Cash kicked off the annual summer concert series at the Coon Rapids Dam on Thursday night. With soulful renditions of Johnny Cash's timeless hits like Folsom Prison Blues and Ring of Fire, the tribute band captivates audiences with their authentic sound and genuine passion. If you missed the concert, you can catch it on the CTN Community Channel on cable. 8 concerts remain this summer. On June 12th, it's LP and the 45s. June 19th, the Rockin' All-Stars perform, followed by Anti-Skip Protection on June 26th. There's a week break for 4th of July. The concert series resumes July 10th with the Holy Rockarollas, followed by Stir Crazy on July 17th, Rocky Lynn on July 24th, and Ecuador Manta on July 31st. The final concert on August 7th will feature a Beatles tribute band. All concerts are free and begin at 7 p.m. Concessions are available for purchase.
For many, music plays an important part in our lives. A favorite song or melody can bring us back to a special place in time.
We're really spending time with folks and giving them space to tell their story.
As a board-certified music therapist, Coon Rapids resident Jillian Kirkite has worked a lot with hospice patients.
I've done legacy work with folks that want to use music to tell their stories.
Today, she stopped to visit with some of the residents at Norbella in Champlin. Kirkite's one of a growing number of music therapists who use a new instrument in their repertoire.
As music therapists, we got creative and decided to use this as a musical recording device.
Kirkite uses a digital stethoscope in her private practice, which she calls HeartSync Music.
You can see this little line here is where I'm watching to see, it can see that heartbeat coming in there.
Kirkite records Patricia's heartbeat into her computer, then mixes it together with one of her favorite songs by Elvis.
I've done this so many times, but it always floors me just to see that reaction, whether it's the family or the client themselves, hearing that music from inside of us with that significant music is just so powerful.
That's Linda's heart on the speaker.
That's your heart.
Norbella's community life director, Bethany Swan, got to experience Kirkite's work, having her heartbeat set to music.
It's really interesting, and it felt really personal to have that kind of, almost unreal to have my own heartbeat as part of a song.
Jillian says she's called to do this work outside of hospice so more people can experience the sound of hearts and songs together.
Because my goal with HeartSync is for heartbeat recordings and this amazing project to be available to a wider range of folks.
If you'd like to learn more about Kirkite's work with heartbeat recordings, check out her website at heartsyncmusic.com.
It's time to gather with your neighbors for the annual Summer in the City neighborhood meetings. It's your chance to meet city leaders and staff and ask questions. The first meeting this year will take place on June 10th at Thorpe Park from 6:30 to 8 p.m. On June 24th, a neighborhood meeting will be held at Lyons Coon Creek Park. And the final meeting is scheduled for July 22nd at Parkside Park. Fire trucks, police cars, and public works equipment will be on display. You'll also be able to take in a variety of interactive booths, unique entertainment, and a free treat. Learn more at coonrapidsmn.gov.
Be aware, get there. Improving safety on Northdale Boulevard. Always watch out and stop for pedestrians. Slow down and follow posted speeds. Hands-free is the law. Never hold a device when behind the wheel. 3 important steps to be aware and get there safe. A message from Coon Rapids Police.